What is going on, YouTube? I'm back with another YouTube video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Tuesday. Just a heads up, on the 3rd and the 4th, the market will be closed, or I'm pretty sure it's going to be an early day. It's Independence Day for the US folks, including me, right? So, just a heads up for that. But let's talk about today's price action. Oh my, I don't know if it was just me, but it was literally mentally draining. It was literally mentally draining. Um, Let me go ahead and pull up my Twitter actually. Like, look at this. Look at this. And I'm even show you guys today too. So, one loss, one win, enough to cover the loss, one break even, and then basically like as soon as I hit break even, I literally re-entered because I was like, "Hey, no way, this is not gonna work," and the win ended up being in a banger, and I'm just like, okay, whatever, I'm done. And I don't know, I just feel drained. Like I genuinely feel drained. So off the rip, I went ahead. I opened up the charts early in the morning around 6. I really did not see anything happen. Right, I really did not see anything happen. We did have this small internal sell side sitting down right over here, um, but for the most part, I wasn't really looking at anything, right? I wanted to see some buy side get swept before, or just any form of liquidity being swept just before we actually do anything. And as you can see here, actually, ES early in the morning actually we had SMT'd this, right? We had SMT this high here with ES. Um, but this leaves equal highs. This leaves equal highs. Now I don't know whether we're gonna take this out in today's session. Probably not. We'll see, or maybe save it for later in the week. Who knows, right? Or we might not even get it at all. We might just continue going back lower or something, right? But on the bright side, this is a good retracement. We need this retracement. I personally do not like to trade all-time highs, especially if there is no structure. Like I need engineered lows and highs to be able to trade. I'm pretty sure you guys as well, right? If we're just pumping up and there's just no structure, where are you going to take your TPs, right? So this retracement is good. Um, Now price today was just whack, right? Price was just whack. Um, Me personally, I did mess up though. Um, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about the trades I took today. And we were doing commentary trading today for the most part. As you can see here, 70 points off the reentry. Like I was actually annoyed. Like I was actually like it was mentally draining. Today was really draining. Um, so initially, I was planning on taking this retracement off of the morning. I'm not gonna go ahead and talk about that, but we just ended up just ripping through this, creating an inverse for value gap here. So the first one I actually took was this trade right over here, right? So let's go see where this trade is, and what pretty much what I'm looking at here. Um, so this trade happened around 8 o'clock in the morning, as you can see here. This trade happened at 8 o'clock in the morning. Um, and really, what I was paying attention to was now I did mess up here. I should have waited for a little bit more structure. Again, I was just talking about waiting for more structure, right? Um, the more structure, the better you probably feel about a trade, right? Here, I was kind of just going off of okay, we're pretty low. We're already dumping. We just swept this, right? So we just swept this low. Not only that, we did have a SMT with ES here, and I'm like, okay, this looks somewhat good. We have SMT with ES. We created a 1 minute order block here as well. Not only that, we have a change of state of delivery up here, right? So let me go ahead and type that for you guys. Change of state of delivery, and then here we have your OB, right? And I like the fact, we created this OB and then we had like a really good momentum push over this change in state of delivery, right? This is a series of candles before making the low. So I actually had a decent entry here, and initially I was going to DP very early just because on the 5 minute, um, we have a 5 minute for value gap right over here. So I was actually going to TP as soon as we hit the 5 minute here, and we actually just miss it. We don't even touch the TP. We don't get near the TP. I think, let me see how far we're off in terms of points. 6 points away from the TP. I guess we get kind of near it, but we just dump. Huge candle, very big candle back to the downside. And I think I could have played this better. I think this is not even an actual entry. I think this was more of an impulse kind of thing. Um, but again, I was going to do break even here very early just in case, if price wanted to continue lower. But I guess Price had other ideas and just literally just went lower before even touching into this 5 minute here. Like I thought we would want to retrace back into a 5 minute to continue lower, but Price is just completely just dumped here. So this was the first mistake here. This was the first loss here, and at this point I'm down 32 points. I'm down 32 points, and I'm like, okay, well, I should I keep trading, or I'm gonna just continue. I'm gonna just continue to see what we're looking at, right? So I go on the 1 hour, and I'm like, okay, well, what is the potential draw of liquidity? I go on the 1 hour, I see this engineered low down over here. Now this low for ES is actually all the way down here. So there's a huge divergence as of now, very huge divergence. And there's just divergences in SMTs absolutely everywhere, which kind of made the thing a little bit tricky. But for the most part, after I saw this initial dump here, I was like, okay, draw of liquidity is going to be this sell side right here, which is this hourly, right? So I pretty much entered here. And then I pretty much made up the loss back, right? So 30 points there, and I made it back, right? So now I'm break even for the day. Simple continuation here. The draw of liquidity is pretty much clear for me, right? Because there is literally nothing here. There is literally nothing here. You go on the 15 minute, there's nothing here. The 15 minute already got ran through. Then we have, yeah, we have this small 5 minute, but then that doesn't really matter, right? To me, obviously, the draw of liquidity, what Price wants to draw towards is this sell side here, which is also this engineered low. Now, I'm break even at this point. I'm like, damn, should I stop trading? We'll see. So, but the fact that we had already taken out this engineered here, we also have a higher time frame SMT with ES. I'm starting to get interested in stuff. I'm like, okay, and this is where I start to tell my Discord if we start to form a buy side model here. I would like a retracement to the 5 minute to potentially confirm Price wants to continue higher, right? Um, Now, as you can see here, buy side on the 5 minute is currently played out. So I was happy I was able to recognize that, right? I was happy to not predict, but have a what kind of a direction of what I wanted to see with Price to give me confluence of like, okay, I should be looking for longs here, right? Here I want to see a buy side model play out. So if I want to see a buy side model play out, I was going to want to see some longs play out, right? Now, initially, the 5 minute I was talking about was this 5 minute for value gap here that actually gets inversed, but an inverse doesn't mean that we're going to continue lower, right? It could also just be that we wanted to sweep out some liquidity. So I'm here on the lower time frame, and I see that we bounce off of this 1 minute. We place a 1 minute order block here, and we actually inversed. Now, I told my chat here, I like this reaction off of this order block, as you can see here. I like the reaction off of this order block. So I pretty much just entered here, stop loss down over here for 32 points. And then I was targeting buy side liquidity, right? Now, we do have a 5 minute for value gap here, pretty large in size as well. And so I pretty much scaled here, and we've reached pretty much halfway point of this 5 minute for value gap, right? So halfway mark, right? So as soon as we pretty much touched the halfway mark, I had scaled initially for around 20 points. So as you can see here, 20 points. Yeah, so 23 points. Then I went break even because even though I still wanted to see a buy side model here play out, I'm not trying to predict, right? We can easily just bounce off of this and then continue lower because look, right? Because we don't know. We absolutely don't know. We were at all-time highs, and now we're starting to pull back down. Who knows? We wanted to go lower or not, right? We are not here to predict. We're here to observe. So I'm taking I'm playing defense here. I'm taking precautions by TPing at the 5 minute, and if price wanted to continue higher, it would, right? But I'm break even. I go break even after that. Let me drink some water, actually. So I go break even here. Um, yeah, I go break even, and it stops me out, right? It stops me out. And at this point in time, I even told my Discord here. I was talking to one of the people in the Discords that I still wanted to see us go higher, but NQ is being absolutely weird. So this is break even here. Okay, look where we're look at this is where pay attention to this yellow box here, and then pay attention to this right here. Right, this is the same area. ES is still holding bullish structure. ES is absolutely right. We're still holding this 1 minute fair value gap. NQ, right? Look at this. NQ had other ideas. I guess wanted to sweep out some liquidity before continuing higher. I don't know. ES was basically holding the weight, and then NQ is basically just kind of restricting us, right? So NQ wanting to go down is basically just causing this chop here, and then ES. So they're both the indices are currently fighting in terms of okay, where do we want to go as of now, right? But the fact that ES has been the pretty much, I think ES was moving today. ES was absolutely moving today. So I kind of relied on ES, and I'm like, okay, I still want to see this 5 minute buy side model play out or whatever. Let's see what happens here, right? And I see that we actually come back. Sorry, let me go ahead and remove this. I see here that we actually form an SMT here, and I keep in mind there's just SMTs absolutely everywhere. So we formed an SMT here. We also swept out some internal liquidity, and I guess we're still kind of respecting this. We actually retraced back into this order block here as well. We did close under it, but again, I just had it marked out, and then we also have this inverse here that we just kept pretty much just retraced back into. We had a fair value gap here, and I re-entered. Now this re-entry is basically the same thing. I literally entered here. So let me see. So it's literally like probably like 1 point, 2 points. So I had the same entry. I had stop loss here pretty much. 20-point stop loss. Again, I just want to be playing it safe. Initially, like 30 points. This is my fourth trade of the day. I told my Discord I broke my rules today. And originally, I do 2 trades a day. I did 4 trades today. I broke my rules. So I was actually not trying to have a 30-point stop loss because I knew after this I would probably be done, to be honest, because 4 trades, that's a lot. So I entered here off the retracement, and I re-entered here, and pretty much scaled, right? And then this actually ended up hitting full TP for around 70 points here, as you can see, 68.75, and yeah, so break even again, and then bang, I re-entered here. Let me go see where it was. Yeah, I said like I re-entered though, left my ass off. Yeah, so I literally re-entered. I was like, there's no way this does not play out. I was pretty confident. I was pretty confident that I wanted to see buy side here, buy side curve play out. And again, I was happy I was able to like recognize it and kind of just give my trading a sense of direction, right? Like this is what I wanted to see. So now I'm looking for longs. Then I go on to the 1 minute and I'm looking for something to, give me an entry for potentially for longing price, right? And there it is, right? And initially, to be honest, if I just held this first trade, I would have been done too, right? But the fact that again, this 5 minute here, we don't know whether we just want to tap into it and then just completely shoot down. So I was being a little bit more careful here and scaled as soon as we tapped into the halfway mark of the 5 minute here, and pretty much just went break even. Price stopped me out. It was whatever. I saw another opportunity to re-enter, and I went ahead and re-entered, and yeah. Now, why did I re-enter? Again, I'm a journalist too. It's just I think I'm happy I was confident I wanted to see this play out, right? This looked good, and I pretty much went good size as well. 5 micros. 5 micros for me is a good size. Um, 3 micros is a little bit more lighter. 5 micros to 5 to 7 is a little bit of the mid to higher range. Oh, sorry, dropped something. So yeah, absolutely draining day today. Um, yeah, I really could have avoided that first loss, to be honest, and just could have been up on the day. Um, but I mean, I made it back with the little continuation model here to the south side down over here. But yeah, um, I don't know. One of the people in the discords, shout out Jerem, he said this might be week low. Um, and to be honest, I do see it happening just because I mean, look at the higher time frame. Like look what we're doing. We're just shooting up, right? So this is a nice little pullback on the higher time frame. This could be I do see it being week low here. And then again just continuing the bullish structure to the upside, right? But we'll see. Again, we're not here to predict, we're here to observe. But just to keep that in mind. And again, on the third and fourth, trading will be at a half day. So just remember that as well. And yeah, so far so good on the month of July, as you can see here. July 1st, yeah, 4 trades. Broke my rules, but I mean, it's whatever. June was a very, very solid month here, as you can see. Lots of break evens. 2, 3 losses here, small losses. For the most part, made them back, as you can see. 12-point loss, and basically traded for break even. So this was another pretty much break even day. The important thing is that we end the month green, right? It's baby steps. You end the day green, but in reality, your goal is to end the week green, and then that goal has an external long-term goal of ending the month green, right? You want to, at the end of the day, you want to focus on ending the month green, right? And that's what we did, and yeah, so pretty solid. Great start to the month here, as you can see as well. Um, yeah, we're looking good heading into the summertime. Um, man. I I I want to go take a nap. I think I'm gonna go take a nap. This was actually draining. Yeah, staring at charts. Yeah, staring at a chart is absolutely draining. Like I feel like at one point you're supposed to know when to just be hands off and just shut your mind off and just like stop looking for things. And I feel like that's something really important to master when it comes to trading. Um, I really do think like if if the market is just I think you should come into the market knowing like what you should be looking for. Like, oh, I want to see this sell side get swept before I take a trade or something, right? So until that sell side gets swept, I don't know, you're on YouTube or you or something. Like, I don't think you should be looking at the charts because I do feel it's like mentally draining, and I do think you should be able to turn off your brain. Um, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just keep looking at the charts, and I think that's why today was just so mentally draining. Like, I was just like, okay, looks like we're just dumping lower. Like, I should, like today, honestly, to avoid that first trade. Just by looking at the hourly, I'm like, okay, I want to see this sell side get swept before I even take a trade. Like that should have been it. Like today should have been way more simpler. Like I made today harder than it should be. You need to keep trading simple. Like I should have woke up today, been like, okay, we're dumping. I want to see some sort of higher time frame sell side get swept before I even take a trade. So I should have had my brain turn off from market open all the way until 8 o'clock, right? So that's an hour and 30 minutes of just my mental capacity just being like saved, right? Okay, and then we swept sell side. Now, again, now we swept sell side, and then now I'm like, okay, now I want to see a buy side model play out. I'm looking at the 5 minute. Okay, now we're at a point of interest, right? So from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. So that's an hour, right? So now here I'm looking for a trade. I'm looking for a trade here. I'm looking for some sort of retracement here. I'm looking for an inverse fair value gap. So instead of, just being on the charts for a whole 2 to 3 hours, or just like, this, that, this might be a trade, this might be a trade. I feel like we should be able to just, come into the market, know what you're looking for, have a point of interest, and once your point of interest, comes into play and we're around that area, that's when you officially start to turn on your brain. Because if you just start staring at your monitor and on your charts, at one point you might start to like see things that aren't even there, and you might start to do things that you never do, right? Um, and I just think that's just another thing to master. Um, and again, that all of that just comes with just being able to keep trading simple. And I do think that is definitely something I should work on, because I'm actually drained today. Like, I'm genuinely drained today. Because it's just because I was just looking at my charts. I was just like, okay, I'm just looking at prices continue lower. I should have just been like, okay, sell side swept. I need to see sell side get swept. Then I'll turn on my brain, and then yeah, that would have saved me a lot more of like my mental capacity. And I do think we should be able to do that. Like, we should know when to be just hands off, and then hands on once your point of interest comes into play, right? You need to, like, I think all of that also just comes with like more screen time too. And it doesn't hurt to forward test, right? It doesn't hurt to forward test as well. But I do think, I don't know. I think this is just me. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree too. I might just be talking out of my butt here, but yeah, this is something I'm gonna journal today. Hands on versus hands off, knowing when to be active in the charts, and just when to just turn off my brain. Right, that's something I'm gonna journal today. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree, or if I'm just yapping. But if anything, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. As you can see here, buy side model is being played out here, so that's solid. Will we get these equal highs? Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.